guys, it's Ash, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Farm Dark Elixir series. I'm going to continue to discuss more about the GiBarch attack. Similar to my previous video, we can see that this guy has his Dark Elixir storage surrounded by a bunch of splash defenses, the wizard towers and mortars, and the X-bows, and he also has empty 2x2 tile spaces, so with a high degree of probability we can expect that he's hiding Teslas inside these empty spaces. So we're gonna really have to weigh our risk versus reward as to whether we should attack this base. The clan castle is unlurable, as you can see if we count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 13 tiles away from this wall. Clan castle has a 12 tile radius, so it's unlurable. We're not going to be able to lure with any of our troops. But we do have rage spell, and as I mentioned before, rage spell is excellent with Barch for taking out clan castle troops. Next, we need to assess the easiest way to get to that Dark Elixir storage, and the easiest direction towards it is from the south or the bottom left or bottom right side of the base. And the reason we're going to attack from the south is because all we need to do is basically get inside this compartment, and then our archer queen or archers can target that Dark Elixir storage over the wall. And the reason we're not going to attack from the bottom right or bottom left sections of this base is because, as you can see, there's a wall separating this mortar. So our troops might wander off this way instead, and that's what we don't want. We don't want them to go towards there. We want them to be inside this compartment, as that's the safest compartment for our archers and archer queen to be in, for them to target that Dark Elixir storage. So our mission is going to be to get our giants inside this compartment so that they can distract all the defenses surrounding that Dark Elixir storage, especially the mortars and wizard towers that are our #1 threat to Barch. However, it's not as easy as it looks, and many players will just randomly spread around their giants, barbarians, and archers, and then send in a couple of wall breakers behind them. And that's just wrong. You should never throw out your troops without thought, because if we did that, then this is what would happen. Our giants are going to go after the closest defense, and that's the cannon and or the archer tower right here on the left and right. And then our wall breakers are going to target the closest walls and closing a building. And that's the cannon right here, or the archer tower in these two wall compartments, not the compartment we want to get inside of. As you can see, that is closer, the compartments and closing the archer tower or cannon. So our wall breaker is going to prioritize attacking those compartments, and we don't want to break inside those compartments because our giants are just going to go inside here. They're going to target this cannon, and then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to go after that air defense and then the archer tower, or from this side they're going to go after that archer tower, then the cannon, air sweeper, and so on. They're not going to go inside this compartment, and that's going to be a total disaster for us if we can't get our giants inside that compartment. So what do? The answer is a lot more simpler than most people would think. It's basically the proper use of wall breakers and breaking a funnel. We can first send in a few giants to bang on these walls so that they can distract defenses and take damage, because giants are tanks. They have a lot of HP. We're not going to send in wall breakers to break inside these compartments, because that's just going to have our giants go off to the left or to the right, and that's exactly what we don't want. So here's a very important tip. Sometimes it's better not to use wall breakers. Breaking walls doesn't always help. They can backfire and have your troops go in different directions. And another reason we're going to send in giants to bang on these walls is because giants, they're not very strong unless if they're in large groups. And that's great because we don't want them to break inside these walls. We're going to then send in barbarians and archers behind to remove all of these outer buildings so that our archer queen or barbarian king can go straight towards the inside of the base and not go around it. Not only that, we're going to use archers to remove the archer tower and cannon attacking over the walls. And this is extremely important because if we remove the archer tower and cannon before breaking the walls, then all our troops, including the wall breakers, are going to target this compartment and closing the next closest building, which is that barbarian king. The reason for that is wall breakers prioritize attacking the closest walls and closing a building. If we remove the cannon and archer tower, then the next closest becomes that barbarian king altar. Same thing with barbarians. They'll prioritize attacking the closest wall compartment and closing a building. So imagine like there's no cannon or archer tower here, then they're all just gonna go inside this compartment, attacking this compartment to get inside this barbarian king altar. And that's exactly what we want. Alright, so I'm going to start off by sending in a bunch of barbarians to remove all these outer defenses. I'm going to send in a few giants to bang on these walls and not break them. And then archers are going to remove the archer tower and cannon. And then I'm going to send in my wall breaker. Okay, so as you can see, instead of my wall breakers targeting the compartment that I wanted them to target, they decided to target the compartment on the right. And that's because my archers have already taken out the barbarian king altar. But that doesn't matter because since I've removed the archer tower and cannon ahead of time, all my troops decided to target the inner compartment enclosing that barbarian king altar. So now they've broken inside that compartment and they're all gonna go funnel inside, and now I can safely send in all of my giants, then send in my clan castle troops behind them and my archer queen. I've activated his clan castle troops, which are a bunch of wizards. Not a problem, just place a rage spell, assist all my archers to remove those wizards. And now you can see all my giants are now distracting all the defenses surrounding that dark elixir storage. The mortars, wizard towers, expos, teslas, and my archers and archer queen have easily taken the dark elixir storage. Okay, so here's another example. Start by checking the clan castle on the outside first. There's nothing inside of it. Okay, now I'm gonna first send in a few giants to distract the defenses, then my barbarians behind them to remove all these outer buildings out of the way, and archers as well. Now I can send in the rest of my giants because now my archers are gonna remove that cannon and archer tower out of the way, and then send in my archer queen. And now I can send in my wall breaker because I've taken out the archer tower and cannon, so that wall breaker is gonna go straight towards that compartment, that inner compartment, enclosing the dark elixir storage. Place a rage spell right there because he has really high level defenses, maxed out defenses for a Town Hall 10, and I've taken the dark elixir storage, and because of that rage spell, it's going to allow my archer queen to also get that Town Hall, and she's completely safe. So it's very important for you to keep your archer queen healthy and safe because she's just a big weapon for dark elixir farming. Okay, so against this space, he doesn't have enclosed wall compartments outside, so I can just send in all my giants, spread them out so they can distract all the defenses, then my barbarians and archers to remove all the outer buildings, so I can safely send in my archer queen inside, and my wall breakers can easily break inside that compartment, enclosing that mortar. So now it's just my archer queen to take that dark elixir storage. She can easily do so and avoid the multi-infernos because of her 5-tile attack range. Multi-infernos are a threat, but not to the archer queen because the archer queen has a lot more HP than barbarians and archers, of course. So yeah, just use her ability, recover her, and end the raid right there. Okay, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a nice day.